How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my week 2 of Thursday night football picks. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, or if you haven't already done so, I would greatly appreciate if you guys and ladies will subscribe, like, comment, share. Again, can't thank you guys enough for all the subscribers, all the new followers on my Twitter page or X at Manny Fresh Bets there as well. We had a pretty bad week 1 in terms of the picks for Thursday night football. I didn't get to record a video for just the week 1 of Sunday and Monday games. Just had a lot of things going on. But I promise you guys I will record one for this week 2. Week 1 was kind of a mixed bag. Did okay with fantasy. I won 2 leagues. I lost 2 leagues. Won a couple of eliminator picks with those suicide, pools where you choose one team and you survive to the next week. Did okay with that. I think I lost one with Seattle. They just kind of shit the bed. But again, guys, ladies, this is going to be the week 2 of Thursday night football picks. If you guys see me looking to the side, this is where I got my little setup, my computer, and my picks. The first pick is going to be a 13-leg parlay on DraftKings. And again, guys, ladies, I always tell you guys, if you guys have multiple sports books available in your state, I would advise to open up more than one. I know that FanDuel is really popular. It's probably the most popular one. A lot of people like the layout, the color, things like that. But I found that DraftKings has pretty good odd boost. They give you a lot of no sweat bets, meaning if you lose a bet up to, I think it's like 10 or 25 bucks, they'll basically refund your account, or you can bet your next bet or your next parlay with that bonus bet. So I definitely found that DraftKings has better odds for the most part, more boost, and more of those no sweat parlays, so no sweat bets. So definitely, if you have DraftKings or other sports books in your area, definitely open up more than one. For example, if you're gonna open up a FanDuel account with $100, FanDuel is available, DraftKings is available, Sleeper, Price Picks. 4 of those accounts open up each one with $25. You can't go wrong. And again, I'm gonna post the links of my promo codes with my link. That way we can both get free money if you're opening up an account for the first time. So again, this is gonna be a 13-leg parlay on DraftKings. The odds are plus 4,000. I bet $5 to win potentially $205, and I believe this is a no sweat bet as well. So if I lose this bet, I'm getting my $5 back. So the first 2 legs here, I'm gonna go with Alexander Mattison and DeAndre Swift to both get a touchdown. We had Mattison get a touchdown in the first game. He had a lot of good red zone opportunities. I think that's gonna be the case again now in this game. And then DeAndre Swift is gonna get a chance to play a little more because Kenneth Gainwell has been ruled out of this game. So it's gonna be Swift and I believe Rashad Penny, and then Boston Scott is probably going to get some work, but I don't think he's going to get that much work as much as Swift and Penny. So I got both of them to get a touchdown. They can get it either in the air, on a screen pass or a pass, or on the ground. Then I got Kirk Cousins, 225 passing yards and 1 passing TD. We know that the Minnesota Vikings are going to want to throw the football. Philadelphia, we saw, I was kind of surprised that Philadelphia looked that bad against New England. I believe it was in the first half. They let Mac Jones throw all over them. He threw for over 330 yards. I think he had like 3 touchdowns. And now Bradbury's out this game. So that's kind of their strongest DB. I can see Minnesota lighting it up here. So, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game and a very close game as well. So I definitely see Cousins getting those 225 passing yards and 1 TD. He usually gets 2 or 3 every game. Then I got Hurts. I got him under 299.5 passing yards, so he needs to get 299 or less, and 1 passing TD. Again, Jalen Hurts, I really like him. Even as a Giants fan, I like him as a player. He's a good quarterback. Obviously, got him to the Super Bowl, but they're not a passing team, so to speak. So, even in games that they're shootouts, he hardly goes over 300 passing yards. So, I'm banking on this to happen again. I'm banking on Jalen Hurts to throw it enough to get maybe 200, 225 passing yards, but they're gonna rely on his feet. They're gonna rely on DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny to probably get this win. So I got Hurst under 299.5 passing yards and to throw at least 1 passing TD. Then I got Alexander Mattison under 74.5 rushing yards. Wasn't a good game against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a good rush defense. Even now they're supposed to be one of the worst teams in the league, but they pulled out the upset win against Minnesota. They still got a good rush defense. Philly, that's their strength. They got really good rushing defense. Almost nobody goes over 100 yards on them. In the rushing department, you saw Ramondre Stevenson, which I have him in one of my fantasy leagues. He really struggled in that game against Philly in the running department. He did get a lot of passes, so that was good. Got some points there, but again, Philly has a good rushing defense. I don't expect Alexander Mattison to have 75 rushing yards in this game. Then I got, this one's a little tricky. It's a little risky as well. So I got Justin Jefferson under 119.5 receiving yards. Obviously, he's probably the best wide receiver in the game. We can throw Tyreek Hill in there, Jamar Chase in there, but they're probably top 3. I'm probably forgetting someone, so you guys can comment and let me know who's your top 5 in wide receivers right now in the league. But obviously, Jefferson's going to be top 2, top 3. It's a little risky taking him under 119.5 receiving yards, but I feel like, he's going to get his 80, 90, maybe even 100 receiving yards. I don't see him going over 120, over 119 receiving yards, even with Bradbury out. I think they might double team him. They might do some things here and there, probably zone coverage to try to limit him from getting those big plays. I think Addison is going to do well in this game as well. And TJ Hawkinson also, which I have him in the parlay. So I see him going under 119 receiving yards. But again, if you guys don't feel comfortable putting him in there, take him out and put the parlay without him. Then I have TJ Hawkinson to get at least 3 receptions, like I mentioned. I think TJ Hawkinson is going to do well in this game. Mac Jones had Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki looking like Gronk and I'm forgetting the other tight end they had that was good. They had a two tight end set with New England. It was Gronk and Hernandez. So they had the Philly defense had them two looking like Gronk and Hernandez back in the day. They really struggled against those tight ends. I think Hawkins is gonna have a day in this game, and I'm hoping so because I have him in a fantasy league. So I think he can get 3 receptions is very doable for him. Then, as I mentioned, I'm feeling that this is going to be a high-scoring game. So I have the first half total being over 17.5. So that means that both teams have to combine for 18 points for that leg to hit. I think that's going to hit pretty easy. I think this is going to be such a high-scoring game that this is probably going to hit in the first quarter. Then I got the Vikings under 30.5 points, 30.5 points. Again, I can see the Vikings scoring 28 points. I can see the Eagles scoring like 31. I could see this game being 31-28, 27-24, 27-29, 27-30, something that within those lines. So I got the Vikings scoring less than 30.5 points. And then I have them over 14.5 points. So they need to come within those range. And I think that's very doable. Again, if you feel like this is going to be a very high scoring game where it's like in the 40s, take the Vikings under 30.5 points out, and just keep over 14.5 points, and maybe even increase that to like maybe 24, 25.5 points over. Then I got the Eagles under 38.5 points. Again, a bit risky. The Eagles could definitely put up 40, especially on that Vikings defense. But again, I'm feeling like a 28 to 30 type game, 28 to 31 type game, 30 to 31. We even hit this both. So again, that's the 13 leg parlay. It's at plus 4,000 odds. I bet $5 to win $205. Then I had a free bonus bet. Like I mentioned, they usually give you a no sweat bet for MLB and for NFL. I used my MLB one. Obviously, I lost because I got the $3 back. So I took the $3 free bet and I threw it on this 14 leg parlay. It's not huge. Again, I don't bet crazy on these Thursday night games because they could be a little risky. We saw it last year where a lot of those Thursday night games was just like snoozers. Last Thursday we saw a pretty good game, but it was low scoring, no Kelsey. It was more of the running game and the defenses. So again, tread lightly on the Thursday night games because we still have to, keep our money and keep our bankroll to play in Sunday on Monday night games. So again, I used my $3 free bet to win $27. This is a 14 leg parlay. I took AJ Brown and Jefferson both to get TDs. I took Kirk Cousins to have at least 20 completions and 25 pass attempts. That should come pretty easy. Then I have Hurts, 25 pass attempts. That one is the one that's kind of worrying me, just because what I mentioned before, they are a running team. They don't like to throw it too much. But I think this is going to be such a back and forth game that I think Hurts is going to have to throw it at least 25 times or attempt 25 times. Then I got AJ Brown to get at least 60 receiving yards. That's what the over 59.5 receiving yards means. Then I got Jordan Addison over 24.5 receiving yards. He needs to get at least 25. I got TJ Hawkinson over 34.5 receiving yards. Obviously, he needs to get at least 35 for that to hit. Then I get the over again. I got the first half over 17.5 points. I got the Vikings over 1.5 TDs and over 15.5 total points for the team. And then I took the Eagles again over 1.5 TDs each. And I also have the Eagles scoring at least 19 points. That's what the over 18.5 total points means for their team. In all, again, it's a plus 900 odds. Again, I took my $3 free bet. I just threw it in there. If you bet $10 on this parlay, you're gonna win at least $90. And then they do also have an early win promo, which you can see on the side there. Basically, what that means is if any of the two teams goes up 7 points, you win automatically. You get your money back. So what I did was the easiest play was, and you have to take it on the money line. You can't do total over-unders or the spread. It has to be on the money line. So you either have to take the Vikings money line or the Philly money line. Obviously, the Philly money line is going to make you less money because they are the favorites. I took the Vikings at plus 260. They're now at plus 210, so I got it at a better number. If you still want to take the Vikings, go right ahead. That's who I took. I mean, obviously the square bet or the easier bet is to take Philly to win the game outright and get that early win money. I think the maximum you could bet is $50 if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know the odds of them winning right now. Philly, they have to be like -2 something or -1 something. So obviously if you put your $50, you're probably gonna get like $15-20 back on that bet. Again, I took the Vikings. I took a shot with them. I think if they get the ball first, they could score first, or maybe cause Philly to punt and then score that 7 points, and then I win that bet. And this game being so, I think this is going to be a close game again with Bradbury out, Gainwell's out. I think Minnesota has a chance to, pull off the upset. And if that happens, then I win 2 times. I win my early bet with them going up 7, and I bet them on the money line at plus 260. I'm gonna make some money on that as well. So it's kind of a win-win. It is riskier, but that's who I took. You guys are welcome to take Philly, but again, you're gonna make less money on that up 7 if they go up 7 at any point in the game. So again, guys, look for different sports book. That early one is really good. Obviously, this one is not as good because Philly's such a high favorite. I think they're minus 6.5-point favorites. When you get favorites of one, of plus 3, plus 3.5, anything below like 4.5, and you're betting the underdog, or even if you're betting the favorite, you're gonna make more money off of that early win because the odds are better. And then for FanDuel, I did do 2 bets on FanDuel. I'll probably have some more. I'll screenshot a few more bets if I make them on Twitter or X, and I'll post them there for you guys to see. Again, follow me at Manny Fresh Bets on X, or formerly Twitter. This is a 9-leg parlay on FanDuel. I believe this is a no sweat bet as well. FanDuel does have a no sweat bet as well. I think the maximum is $50 or $100. You're gonna make that money back. So they're gonna give you free bets, a free $20 bet, $30 bet, whatever you bet. I think the maximum is 50. So if you put $50 down and the bet doesn't hit, you're gonna get the $50 back in bonus bet. So I took a 9-leg parlay. The odds are plus 495. As you can see, the FanDuel odds are much worse than DraftKings. That's why I usually look around to see what I can get. But I did my no sweat bet. I think the bet has to be at least three legs. The odds has to be at least plus 400. And I believe the maximum bet is 50 or 100. I bet $20 here. Obviously the odds are plus 495, so they're higher than 400. To win at least $119.03. Obviously I'll get my $20 back, so in total my winnings are going to be $139.03. I took Kirk Cousins. Again, I'm banking on Kirk Cousins to have a good game here. Again, all the talk about primetime Kirk. But if you look at it, every time he plays in primetime, he plays a good defense. This is a good defense, but again, they're missing key pieces, and they're not as good as they were last year. As you can see, it's only week 1. I don't like to, kind of overreact over just 1 week, especially week 1. But Mac Jones looked, he looked like Brady throwing against the Eagles. Imagine what Cousins is going to do. I think Cousins is going to have a good game. I think the Eagles are still going to win, but it's going to be a close game. So I got Cousins to throw at least 200 passing yards and 1 TD. I got Jalen Hurts to rush for at least 25 yards and have an anytime touchdown. That could come. I think it needs to be a rushing touchdown here. I don't think it counts as a passing touchdown, so it needs to be a rushing touchdown. I think he can do it. I think he can run for a touchdown in this game. Then I got Devontae Smith, 25 receiving yards. I got A.J. Brown, 25 receiving yards, both very doable. I got the over 30.5 points in the total game. That means each team has to score at least 16 points, 15 and 16 respectively. I think that's going to happen. Then I got Justin Jefferson, very conservative with 25 receiving yards. And then I got Jordan Addison at over 3.5 receptions. So he needs to get at least 4 receptions, 4 catches in this game. Again, this is a very conservative parlay. The only ones that are kind of a little worrisome are the Hurts rushing TD or anytime TD. We saw last game he didn't get one, but I feel like he's going to start running a little more, and I think he can get that one. So I think this one should be okay. And if it doesn't hit, obviously we get our $20 back. So it's $20 to win 119 plus 495 odds. Then I took more of a higher risk parlay. I took a 4-leg anytime TD parlay. Obviously, this one is very tough to hit. I advise you guys to round robin. That way, if only 2 of these guys hit, only 3 of these guys out of 4 hit, you still win some money. I already round robin it, so kind of to watch my back, so to speak. So if 3 of these guys hit and you only did the 4-leg parlay straight, you're not going to hit it. You're going to be mad at yourself that you didn't round robin. So it's going to be plus 3,231 odds. So obviously $10 is going to win you. I think it's $323.10 if my math is correct. Don't quote me on that one, but that is the odds, plus 3,231. I got Rashad Penny, I got Jalen Hurts again, I got Justin Jefferson, and I got Alexander Mattison, all to get a touchdown. Again, this one is very risky, but the odds are pretty good. I like those odds, and I took all of those guys to get a TD. Again, round robin, please, just in case only 2 or 3 of them hit, you still win some money back on your account. Again, it's Penny, Hurts, Jefferson, and Mattison. Again, guys, ladies, I really appreciate all the support, all the new followers. I have over 1,000 subscribers now on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 2,000. Once I do that, I'm probably going to do another giveaway like I did when I reached 500 and 1,000, just as a token of my appreciation for you guys being who you are and showing the support, commenting, liking, sharing. Follow me on Twitter at MannyFreshBets so you can get some more picks. I believe I gave out a pick in week 1, and that hit as well. I'll look over it and I'll update it on my week 2 NFL picks for YouTube. Again, guys, ladies, thanks a lot. Good luck on these bets. Enjoy Thursday night football. Anybody out there, Philly fan or Minnesota fan, good luck on your game. Hopefully you guys win. Take care. God bless, and we will talk soon.